You hear me well? I'm going to talk about without mic. It's fine. Okay. I'm going to talk about StoryGlory, the unchained version of StoryGlory. To give you a little bit of background, StoryGlory is a small startup from the Stuttgart region. We went live 4 weeks ago with the first MVP. It's a self-publishing portal. We're looking at an initial follower group of a couple of thousand followers on Instagram, on Facebook. And when we signed up for this challenge, we said, okay, let's really investigate, let's really experiment what features, what game-changing functionality we can develop on the basis of the blockchain. Well, we met a great team here, worked really, really hard last couple of days. Great mixture of business capabilities, technical capabilities, back-end, front-end, blockchain development capabilities. And well, we started off Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon, and said, what are actually the key issues that self-publishers, but authors in general, would be facing nowadays when they want to promote their work, when they've written something, they want to promote it. So what are the issues they are actually facing? And these issues are threefold. So one is, you want to publish your work, you want to promote it. You're looking at a very fragmented, low impact, high effort to maintain landscape. So you have to look at many different small portals, maybe social media to promote your work. And in the end, the impact is fairly low. Second, there's no real revenue sharing models in place. Yeah. So the best you can make is maybe that for your publication, which you sell for 99 cents via Amazon or something, self-published, you get 30% margin, 50% margin. So making a living of that is very complicated. And third, and that's especially the case at Amazon, of course, but basically on most portals, there is virtually no customer interaction. You never get to know your customers in detail. You never talk to them. Worst case, you don't even get to know their names. You just get your sales and your invoices at the end of the month, and that's basically it. So, what is the solution? How can we improve this? The idea is and was to actually build a blockchain-enabled story streaming service with an inbuilt proof-of-time-based revenue system, fair revenue system, plus different incentive mechanisms that really incentivize and promote community efforts, supporting the community, interacting in the community. So that was the goal, that was the aim. From an architecture point of view, we're looking at an underlying Hyperledger-powered blockchain solution being accessed through the different portals. So for a user, for a reader, for an author, the front end remains the same. Yeah? The different portals, but also the authors, can decide on an asset-by-asset basis which of the assets, we're talking stories, we're talking articles, they want to publish publicly, yeah, to everybody, and which of them they want to make exclusive channels, so we can respect perfectly IP rights, exclusivity agreements, etc. The great thing about this is that we can track on a minute-by-minute basis the time spent reading these works. Yeah? So the blockchain can track and monitor every minute that is spent on reading work A, work B, work C. And that is the foundation and the basis for a transparent, fair system of monetization for the authors and the different portals, and of course the underlying blockchain solution. So from a business model point of view, very simple. Stories are offered as a free of charge streaming service. Authors earn points based on the reading time of the works. Readers can also earn points based on giving valuable feedback to authors, high quality reviews, for example. So this interaction is promoted. Revenue is generated via ads. There will also be premium service, ad-free, and the earned points directly translate into a fair revenue share, which is transparent to everybody, the authors, the portals, the underlying platform. So why do we need a blockchain for this? And this is something we discussed very intensively throughout the course of this challenge. Whenever you have a consortium of collaborating yet non-trusting parties, competitors, the different competing portals actually, and you want to install a transparent billing and payment model that everybody can trust, that everybody can be sure, okay, these numbers are correct at the end of the day. Plus, if you want to install a flexible infrastructure which allows you to maintain a growing community of ever-increasing nodes, of ever-increasing participants in this consortium, blockchain is the technology you actually want to use. So, very short market glimpse. This is a glimpse of the German market. It's a highly interesting, highly dynamic market. We're looking at 1.6 billion of revenues nowadays already in Germany. It's self-publishing only. An ever-increasing community of self-publishers. So, very interesting. And having enough said, let's jump right into the demo. And
okay, I'm going to show you the technical side of things. Maximize this. So we have set up the Kubernetes cluster via the cloud deployment option and generated the REST API with Swagger UI. You are seeing some assets and transactions here, like assets like user and publication, and we are working with the transaction system on reputation, so we have increase and decrease reputation. So let's take a look at the UI. This is basically the basic front end for a logged in user. The user is able to read all the published books, and let's read a book. So what's happening here is I'm reading a book, and for each second I'm earning reputation. So we were talking about minutes, but we shortened the time for the prototype. So the gained points are instantly reflected in the UI and also shown in this chart, where the user can monitor his earned points and also his payout, which is calculated based on the total revenue by the platform and his own points. The neat thing is not only the user is gaining the points, but like Norman said, also the author. So let's switch to author, and we're seeing his book, his publication, and his chart. Also note the points. So let's switch quickly back to the user and write a review. Let's write a review and some text here, and let's switch back to the author, and we see the gained reputation is reflected on his account. So that's basically it.